Hey everyone, it's just some quick hits on a Sunday. We got a lot to talk about. Do you all like our Patreon episode yesterday? There's this rumor going around that Teresa was offered a RHONJ spinoff. So we get to the bottom of that rumor. Of course, we talk New Jersey. And we have Rachel Yucatel on because she spoke to Mike Shuhead amongst all of these rumors and well, not rumors. He has been sued by Paulina, his ex. This is what happens when I don't have my first cup of coffee. She spoke to Mike after he was sued by Paulina with, you've seen these videos. So he's sued for alleged assault and battery and intentional infliction of emotional distress and domestic violence, I believe. So Rachel spoke to him. So we had Rachel on for that. And then she tells us she dated David Foster. The fuck is up with that? Um, but of course, we talk about Teresa and her spinoff and this picture that Margaret is taking with Jackie, and everyone now thinks that they staged the whole thing. We get to the bottom of all that. That was on Patreon yesterday. We're just jumping on now for a very quick hit of some things. This is where I would like to start with our quick hits. This is just a check-in for a Sunday. I hate to sound like a broken record, but there's new information going around about Miss Richards, not Denise, not Kim. I wish it was about Kim Richards. I wish it was about Denise Richards. I know you see all those things surfacing about Denise is never say never. Well, guess what? Denise Richards, I love you, but you're not being asked to come back to the Beverly Hills Housewives. Nobody is coming back next season except for one person. Her name is Kathy. Her last name is Hilton. That's what the crystal ball says. And that's what my sources say. Put it in the diary, put it in almost permanent ink. Um, there you go. So it's great that Denise says never say never. I say never say never. I love my Denise. She's not coming back to Beverly Hills next season, and she's not being asked. No offense. Where are we? But there's some new stuff with Kyle here. So Kyle, it's funny how Miss Ripa, who I saw at the Madonna concert, Miss Ripa, she went up on that stage with Madonna, has had a podcast, and I've never listened to an episode of. That's no shade to Miss Ripa because I don't listen to podcasts, but here she is, and she interviewed Miss Richards. Kyle, there's a lot that I have found interesting from this chat, mostly about her and Dorit. Now, if you haven't heard, we all know Kyle texted Dorit the night before the reunion. Don't bring up the issues that we have. I'm going through a very tough time. No one knows about, what's going on and blah, 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 blah. And then we have the reunion, and Dorit goes right up to EJ and she says, I was threatened by Kyle to keep it quiet. She shares the text with producers. Producers show the text. Bethenny Frankel, Bethenny weighs in. I know everyone's going to say, well, Bethenny worked for the family. She used to babysit Paris and she's known the family forever. Yeah, but let's not give Bethenny too much credit for having Kyle's back. I mean, she also unfollowed her and they had that thing on social media. And, it's not like they're like best friends. Let's not get carried away. But Bethenny spoke up and said it's disgusting that they would show personal texts and they actually like Kyle. Imagine what they do to the ones that they don't like. All right, Bethenny, we get it. But then it came up. It came up on Kelly Ripa. And Kelly asked, did Dorit leak the text to save her job? So isn't that an interesting question? This Kelly Ripa, she's a real professional over there. She's got a lot to say. So she asked if Dorit leaked the text to save her job. And Kyle said, I have a lot to say about this, really. She said, she never thought Dorit would do that, but none of her genuine friends would have leaked the text. And so let's hold off on that statement for a minute. And she said that, she didn't try to manipulate Dorit, that, that was a genuine text she sent the night before the reunion. Well, okay, I mean, you can't take away from Dorit's feelings if she really felt like she was being manipulated like into silence. But she says that I never thought Dorit would do that, and none of my genuine friends would do that. And Kelly asked the question, do you think she did it to save her job? I mean, look, 5 things get to be true at once. I 100% agree with Kyle that none of her genuine friends would have leaked a text of hers. Correct. Her genuine real life friends would never have done that. I do not think Faye Resnick would ever do that to her. I mean, Kris Kardashian would never do that to anyone because she doesn't need to because she's Kris Kardashian. I don't think Kathy would do that to her. I don't think Kim would do that to her. No, Lorraine would never have. Your real life friends never would have done that to you. Yeah, Dorit did it. She's not your real friend. Welcome to the party. I mean, Catherine Edwards, our friend, whose text I would never leak in real life, has said long time ago, none of these people are real friends. Teddy and Kyle are real friends. Teddy's off the show. She's not going to be back. Although I still think she would be great on Orange County if we even have an Orange County after next season. I mean, are we going to have an Orange County? I mean, this whole thing with Alexis and Shannon, it's kind of interesting. I have to be honest with you. I mean, I'm actually looking forward to Orange County because of it. But I think Teddy would be good on Orange County. But they're real friends, Kyle and Teddy. But no, it's like Dorit is not your real friend. LVP was not your real friend. So you're not losing anything. So there is some good news here for Kyle that the friendship that you are suffering and the loss of the friendship, Dorit was never your real friend. Real friends would not have done that. Dorit did do that. Did Dorit do that to save her job? I mean, I think so. That's my opinion. Yeah, I think so. I think, and you know what? I'm on everyone's side this time because I don't blame Dorit. If someone's not your real friend, save the damn job. It's like, $800,000 a year. You have Jagger, you have Phoenix, you have PK. Again, I don't know how PK earns any money. I know he has real estate and blah, blah, blah overseas, but save the job. I mean, if someone's not your real friend, throw them to the wolves and take the $800,000 and fucking run. So I don't even fault Dorit for this. I think actually, welcome to Housewives, Dorit. Like, this is the job. I mean, that is where Bethenny has said it. This is the job description. This is the job description. The job description is Oh my God, sorry. The job description is that nobody there is your real friend. You should not think anybody there is your real friend. You should not go down the road of wanting a real friend. It just isn't going to happen. So I think when you go into Housewives, you can go out to drinks with people and you can schmooze and you can go on vacation and you can text off season. But the bottom line is the actual job description. If you want to succeed on Housewives, is the people that you're on the show to, you cannot feel for, you cannot become friends with. I mean, Sarah and I joke all the time. Like, if we were on a reality show, buckle up. We would probably fall out and we actually are friends. It just is the job description. I mean, we would probably talk before and say, do what you got to do to get your bag, and we'll come back together in 10 years after we've made a shitload of money. But that is the job description. So, part of me feels for Kyle, and part of me is like, look, first of all, you've done things to people. Second of all, we're 13 seasons in, this is the job. And I think it is a power move for Dorit. I do think she did it to save her job, but Kyle is hurt. I agree that none of your real friends would have done this. She went on to say that she then texted Dorit after this happened and watching the reunion to say that she's shocked. I'm shocked that you would do that. Even in the worst of worst situations, I've never had someone do that to me. So Kyle is saying that through all the years that she said, for all the years I was on Housewives, I've never had someone do that to me, leak a text, and she's shocked. Dorit did not respond. Dorit is playing the game. Dorit is like, I do believe Kyle is hurt. I mean, look, Kyle's emotional. Dorit didn't respond to her. Dorit is like a fucking silent assassin. And Kyle said she's in a worse place with Dorit after the reunion. And she went on, she kept talking. She had a lot to say. In all the years on the show, she says she never, never, never would repeat something that someone said to her off camera. If it's off camera, she would never put it on camera. She says she cried over, Dorit and the fallout. It was like a punch to the stomach, and she's really upset. So, yeah, I think all this saved Dorit's job. Yes, 100%. I'm not sure Dorit wasn't going to come back. Let me just be clear. I think she probably was going to come back. I think everyone is coming back except Anne-Marie, and I think they're adding Kathy. But this certainly helps lead us into a new season where Dorit and Kyle are not speaking. Dorit did not text her back. Dorit is like, no way, we're going to do this on camera. So Dorit ain't playing. She'll spend the whole season trying to kiss up to Kyle and make it up to her.